I like pizza. I like bagels. I like hot dogs with mustard and beer.
I get the picture.
I'll eat eggplant. I could even eat a baby deer. La 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 la. Who's that baby deer on the lawn?
Enough already.
And we're live.
And we are live. How did you know, Paddy? Conversations with 12 Weeks of Christmas, live on Facebook. And this week is going to be a bit different. So just to prove to everybody I have been doing my yoga and shut me up, I'm going to do a 33-minute episode of yoga. You don't have to follow along. Don't worry. It's just me that has to do it. And I'm going to throw some questions at our team. They've all been given 3 random words to try and get into tonight's conversation. And that will be the trigger to move on the conversation. So we are live on Facebook. Feel free to throw us at questions. We've got Rob watching the questions on Facebook. So if you've got any questions for the team, he'll throw them in at the end. And let's just see how it goes. If it's rubbish, you can tell us it's rubbish, and we'll go back to normal. We hope you have some fun with us. And feel free to point and laugh, because I am likely to not do the poses very well and fall over. But all in aid of a good laugh. So quick fire questions. Let's go, and I will get on with my yoga, which is just started. And your first question, so I'm going to go with Paddy. You can start. What have you learned about yourself during 2020 or COVID?
That motivation isn't something you have to wait around for, and you can actually just, whether you feel motivated or not, just get stuck in and it will come. I think I found that with my painting as well as just with weight loss and the gym. Sometimes you're sort of waiting for that inspiration or waiting for that feeling to do it. Whereas if you actually just start doing it, even if you don't want to, you'll actually be enjoying it and get stuck in, I think. Yeah, that's
Nice.
my answer. What about you, Nikki?
I a bit more COVID related. I thought I was quite extroverted. I've realised I am really quite happily introverted. I quite enjoyed that sort of separation from.
Oh,
society.
ding, ding, ding! She's got a word in.
Yeah,
Well done.
I've been thinking it all fucking day on how I'm going to get these things.
Okay. Charlie, what's your top tips for calorie hacks? So things such as low-cal ice cream.
Yeah, definitely low calorie ice cream. Home Bargains, if anybody's a fan of up there, they do like skinny bars, which are like less than 100 calories per bar. Mint strawberry, and they even do like a chocolate orange one for like 75 calories a bar, I think it is. So if you're looking for something a bit naughty, get up there and harvest what you can.
Oh, ding, ding, ding!
Nice.
Let's go to Joe. What pets do you have?
Dog and a cat.
Who are you picking next, Joe?
Rob, what pets do you have?
I have 2 cats and a duck.
Ding, ding, ding!
Oh, I got really excited.
Mate, if I had a duck, I'd be quite... that's terrible.
Katie, why is Paddy so good looking?
Because he's got a very beautiful thumb-like face, and his hair looks as soft as cotton wool.
Oh, ding, ding, ding.
Paddy, I don't think you like a thumb really. I'm sorry. You've either frozen or you look really angry. Oh, he's gone. Oh no, he's down there. I thought he'd left.
No,
And I thought
my internet saved me.
you just like you were
Saved me from
fuming with me
embarrassment.
then when I said you like a thumb again.
Oh no!
I also said you had hair like cotton wool, and that was my word. But
It's
there
a
we go.
sheep thing. It's a New Zealand thing.
I just want to touch it.
Nessa, why is Alisdair so short?
That's an out and out lie, is it not? I mean, you're very well assembled.
Oh, ding, ding, ding. I'm going to run out of questions at this, right? You two guys are too good. Let's go to Elena. Who would win in a boxing match against James, Darren, Joe Wicks, or myself?
I vote James.
I think that was going to be obvious, wasn't it? Who are you passing on to, Elena?
I'm not.
You're not passing on.
No,
You're not passing the question on.
I'm not passing on the question. I said a word.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, you did. Yes, you did. Sorry.
What you prepped this time, Alisdair?
I have prepped. I'm trying to do yoga.
I don't think multitasking is your greatest skill, mate.
Nikki,
Yeah.
thanks for that. If you were a taste, would you be sweet, savoury, sour, or bitter?
Were you asking me that?
Yes.
Oh, sweet. All the fucking way. All the fucking way. I'd eat pudding all day. Yeah. Katie, go.
I would be savoury, because the majority of the food I eat is savoury.
I can't do this
Is
one.
that even paying attention? I got a word, Alisdair.
Sorry, I'm trying to do some ridiculous pose here.
What are you doing now?
I don't know. I'm meant to be doing this. This is not
Has nobody got a 3D view of Alisdair's bum here?
Yeah, we
Are you doing a yoga pose or have you dropped a pen?
It's
Yes,
the word. The word was
Dropped it,
majority.
What's the next question, Alistair?
Who's laughing? Can you do a handstand? That's,
Yeah, I
Elena.
can. Yeah, I can.
Oh, if so, can you do it while you're eating a donut?
Probably.
Can someone be standing there feeding the donut to her, or does she have to use her own hands?
Implies her
Yeah.
to I'm sure.
Yeah, like
Answer.
like
Ding, ding,
a nice professor. Ding ding ding.
Ding ding ding.
Donut, ding, ding.
We'll just do the ding dings now.
Well, yeah, that's fine. It's bingo. Once you've got your 3 words, just someone shout, okay?
Rob, what was your light bulb moment in the JSA?
My light bulb moment? Probably that I'm too damn hard on myself when it comes to fitness. I expect myself to be able to do everything and live a very stressful life and job. And yeah, that doesn't happen. That does not work out. Next joining in. I'm going to pass to Emily.
Yeah. So
What kind of move is
light
this?
bulb moment.
It's like he's on a roller coaster.
Light bulb moment.
Maybe she'll copy Alisdair.
I don't know.
I
like
haven't had one.
You didn't,
But I do
you didn't
know
have one.
I've learned I don't have to eat carrots all day every day. Ding ding ding.
Yay.
Hey.
Have you been eating carrots all day? Is that why your hair's gone that colour?
No.
Shucks.
Alison, did you purposely set that up so we could watch her ass?
Yes, I did. I didn't
Did you
mean
vet
to
this
do that.
video before you designed it?
It's for my OnlyFans.
Alisdair, what's the next question? Come on.
Oh, well, Elena, as soon as you asked, who in the group is the most annoying?
Well, that's easy. Alisdair. Tell
Alisdair
me.
excluded.
Alisdair is the most annoying. Joe, who do you think is the most annoying in the group?
Joe?
Like in the people who are here tonight or everyone?
Oh, I'm interested to hear this answer now.
I mean, what are the boundaries in this conversation?
None. No boundaries.
I
Go.
think the people that are on the list or on the screen, so we can tell if they get offended by it or not.
Boring.
I like the people on the screen.
All right, okay.
That's a tough one.
I'm just a civilian. I can't say anything.
Oh, ding, ding, ding.
Use of the word as well.
Maybe on a bit more of a positive note then. Charlie, who in the JSA inspires you most? Did you hear that or not? Oh, you're thinking. I can see you thinking.
Hang on. I want to say a mix between two. So I want to say Elena and Joe. Obviously, because like watching your videos and stuff, Elena, like you're always like, I'm fucking gonna do this. And Joe, you're always like really positive with everything. All of your posts and everything, be out walking your dog and even just sitting and eating your chocolates. You know?
I love the snack bucket.
Yeah, no, you're both full of like, you know, don't get me wrong, I know that you have like your shit days and stuff as well, but you know, you're still on your kindness days and everything, and yeah, both of you.
Thanks.
So I got to pass that on to somebody else now.
Yeah.
Okay, Rob.
What was the question?
Who in the
Who inspires you the most?
I'm going to say actually, probably Paddy, you do. From what I've seen with your weight loss journey, and with you've got a pretty near sort of broad shoulder body type like me, and it gives me hope that one day I'll actually, you know, not look like I'm wearing a life-saving device around my stomach.
I'm still there.
And I get to pass it on. Who am I going to pass it on to? I'm going to pass it on to Nikki.
Oh, I think I look to lots of people for different things. I try and come away from looking at body types, and that's not a diss at all, Rob. I find it really difficult to. I used to look for different people and say, "Oh, I want to look like that. I want to look like that." I don't know whether that's a bit female, and I want to like that person in the magazine, or I want like this. So I come away from that a bit. It's lots of attitudes. I could say all of you for lots of different reasons. I love Elena's videos, just constantly saying, "Just film yourself, just fucking do it." I love that. Charlie, I love your talks when you're out running. I love that. There's loads of things.
So I just like to waffle.
Yeah, and Joe's waffles. Your blog's brilliant. I love that. I love reading them. And I love your morning wake up bits. And yeah, I think lots of people, lots of different things. I think sometimes it's motivation. It's little reminders to yourself. I think there's lots of people for lots of reasons, and different people do different things on different days. For me, that's a bit too positive and a bit too nice for everyone. But yeah.
You can pick people out with the group, you know.
I'll stay with the group. There's lots of people. I've made some really fucking good friends from JSA, and there's some great cheerleaders out there. And lots of lovely people in this group as well. Yeah, I can't pick one, but yeah, there's lots of good ones. Nessa, how about you?
Ooh,
yeah, it's hard, isn't it?
Yeah. I was enjoying what everyone else was saying, but now it's on me. Outside of the screen, just because I'm actually really inspired by Goldie, who I'm sure everyone follows. Like, I just think she's just cool. She's just a gold digger, isn't she? On her. I just like her attitude. I like her effort, and I like what she's come from and what she's achieved. And I just think, she's a cool chick. But a bit like you said, Nikki, kind of a bit of everyone. But for me, what I get loads of inspiration from is actually because I'm quite new to this whole game, and it's the level of experience that comes through from
Well, ding, ding, ding,
ding, ding, ding, ding, ding, ding, ding. That was mainly because he was in a really tricky pose to ask another question.
No, I was waiting for it, and I was like, "Fucking hell, come on, you've been lined up here." Emily, what's your favourite food?
All of it. Like, there's not one thing.
Nice.
Macca's chips. I don't know. There's too much. M&M.
What about your favorite food type, like Mexican or Italian?
Oh, Mexican, easily, hands down Mexican. But that's because I cook it, so yeah. But then Italian's really good, and Thai is amazing. And
you all right, Alisdair?
If I could take a flight around the world, I would choose everything.
Ding, ding, ding.
Next question, come on.
Joe, what is the craziest fitness plan or trend you have ever tried?
Plan or what?
For me, it's definitely yoga.
I never knew yoga was cardio.
What's your heart rate, Alisdair?
It's going up, but it went up when I started this podcast. It's meant to go down with yoga, right? Joe, the question was, what is the craziest fitness trend or plan you've ever tried?
I don't know about probably the craziest fitness would be insanity, but I love shit like that. Dig deeper. Because I like bouncing around and doing burpees and stuff. So actually it wasn't crazy to me. Diet wise, probably either Joe Wicks, the body coach, 90 Days of Nonsense, or the alkaline diet. That was another fun one. Which is weird because it's nonsense, because you shouldn't change your body's pH anyway. Natasha Corritz did that. She now advises people what to feed their kids, whether that's a good idea or not, I don't really know. Please don't sue me, Natasha. Katie, what was the weirdest you've done?
I also did Joe Wicks 90-day plan. I can't work out how I lost weight because some of his recipes, like the PBJ smoothie, it must be about 800 calories, the amount of peanut butter you put in it. But anyway, I remember doing like a detox diet once, and it was like some sort of, like you're on prison rations. It was like a can of tuna you were allowed and a boiled egg, and it was really, really weird what you were allowed, and you could introduce.
I did something like that for one of those like lose a stone in a week things.
Yes.
Yeah,
and it was like you could
just
introduce
eating eggs
like
and
things
tomatoes
each
or
day.
something.
Like you couldn't have meat for the first 3 days or something weird, and you had to drink loads of green tea. Sorry if you like green tea, but I don't. To me, it just smells like weed.
Ding, ding, ding.
So you're drinking the wrong green tea now.
Next question.
Bingo. Woo!
Hey.
Next question, Alisdair.
Paddy, do you have any phobias?
He means phobias.
That's what I said.
Not really, I don't think. Or I'm yet to find out.
How about watching yoga from a 6'8" man on Zoom?
Well, I was just looking at your house, and is your ceiling quite low? It looks like you're walking around in like a hobbit house. Like you actually just look too big for your house.
Gandalf the Grey.
Like a borrower.
No. Sorry to section you out.
Ding, ding, ding. Elena, if you knew you could live forever, how would you spend your days differently?
I think I would eat all the salt that I could possibly get my hands on.
Ding, ding, ding. What a strange thing to do with the rest of your life. I really miss salt that much.
I'm just imagining like disintegrating like a slug, you know,
Oh my
all the
God.
salt.
That was what I was going to say about phobias, was that I hate slugs, but I pour salt over them.
Look like you're going for a ski.
Okay. I'm trying to read and do this at the same time, right?
Wobble forward. Okay.
Katie, how do you react if you receive bad service?
What?
How do you react if you receive bad service?
Bad service?
Yeah.
I am so British that I just would be like slating it to my friends and like, oh, thank you, it was so lovely, thank you, here's a tip. And I'm terrible at confrontation, really, really bad at confrontation. How about you, Nikki?
I'm the same. I'm mortified. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I think once I had they had some sort of rosemary twig or sprig of something, and it had a little caterpillar on it, and I was absolutely mortified to send it back. I said, I'm really sorry, but there's a caterpillar in my food. Is there any chance you could just remove it for me, and then I'll get back to eating it? Can you just take it off? It's awful. Absolutely fucking awful. It was a little restaurant called The Terrace, I think.
Ding, ding, ding.
That was good.
Was it actually called that?
I think it was, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It was like a little thing, and it was moving. It plate sat down, and it was all. I think it was a risotto or something. It had some sprigs of shit or whatever it was. And I saw this little thing moving. That's not supposed to be there. I don't eat.
You guys are way too nice.
It's pathetic, I think, from my side at least. It's sorry. Can you just take the caterpillar off?
The British way, though, isn't it? That's what we do.
Oh yeah, terribly British. We queue and we don't say anything. We just grumble under our breath.
Is it an Australian and New Zealand thing as well? You're a bit more upfront.
I am, because I worked in retail, so I know how to be like, you say it nicely, but still confrontationally. Like, look, I appreciate your help and it's really nice, but
this is shit.
Could be better. Yes.
This is fucking awesome.
My fish is undercooked. Could you bring me a new one?
Now get the fuck out of my face. No, too much.
I think we're too chill.
What's the next question, Alisdair?
I got bingo.
Rob,
So have I. Are we supposed to play bingo? I've had a full house ages ago.
It's,
I think I won, Elena, just to let you know, the British, the English won again.
Yes.
The next question, Rob.
I'm gonna go.
Rob, what is your favourite podcast other than Conversations With?
Oh, that's difficult. Probably the one I listen to the most is Andy Frisella's one. Was it the MF CEO? That one I listen to a lot. So yeah, that's for me.
Why do you listen to that one?
Why? It's kind of no nonsense business advice. So I find it really helpful to sort of grow what I'm doing in my career. And he swears a lot, which is kind of like what I do. So, I get on with it. I'm going to pass it on to Joe.
Tag married annoyed. I absolutely love it. It's hilarious, and it's exactly my sense of humour. Completely inappropriate and ridiculous. Emily?
Oh, I'll have to look and see what it's called now.
Must be doing a great job at really plugging their own name.
No, it's called Ladies We Need to Talk. And it's like mainly
Two
for
American
women, I guess.
ladies.
No, it's an Aussie. It's on the ABC in Australia. It's like a podcast for women, and they talk about all different really fun and interesting subjects. There was one about lady parts. There was one about monogamy, polygamy, and open relationships. There was one about body hair. Like all different really interesting topics and different viewpoints on them. And they're really short, and they're done in a way that it's like really entertaining to listen to. So it's an easy, quick listen. Okay, who else? Charlotte.
I think it's probably I do listen to yours, Alistair. I do listen. But yeah, James Smith ones as well. I do like his podcasts with the boys and stuff as well. So I listen to those. Yeah, there's no narrow-mindedness with any of them. Ding ding ding, by the way. Once again.
One bit of your personality that you would change, Nikki.
Oh, that's a bit
Hang on.
face, isn't it? Fucking hell. Who the fuck asked this? Maybe not be so pathetic when sending caterpillars back in restaurants. I don't know. I don't know. I don't mean that in a really big-headed, I think I'm perfect, but almost I go, I haven't really sat and thought about that. It's a bit miserable. I don't know. Yeah, let's say the very Britishness of not sending food back. I'd say that.
No, I don't really know what I'm doing here.
So I have you for the last however many minutes that you've been doing this. Rob, how about you?
Oh, I don't know. I sort of bricked myself to answer this question, so I'm going to duck out and ask an acquaintance. Triple hit.
Ding, ding, ding.
Next question, Alistair.
This is the last question, so if you could all answer it, might as well start with you, Elena. Describe yourself in 3 words.
Fucking hell.
Opinionated.
No.
Well.
No.
We've all got 3 words.
and happy. Nessa, what about you?
Well, if I use my 3 words, you'll think I'm weird. Experienced, assembled, and acidic. Which isn't the words I'd use, but hey, bingo!
Cool. So we would be moving on, but Nessa, you just pass that on to somebody else.
Yeah, I'm going to go straight across the screen to Charlie.
Hello. I can't use mine because it's narrow and harvest.
You got harvest.
Oh God. 3 words to describe myself. Short, weird.
Cornish.
Yeah. That's it. Short, weird, Cornish. Katie.
Small, hungry. I'm always hungry. Energetic. Basically, sound like a dog, like a Jack Russell or something. A small, hungry thing. I'm gonna go down and pass to Rob. I think Rob's underneath me. Not actually. No.
Can confirm that is not the case.
Sorry, Mark. That's my actual husband. He's not there either. Just so I'm not. There's no one here.
If we're talking about the live, then actually Alice is underneath you, but so
Nobody's underneath me. They'd be very sore.
How would I describe
Alisdair, the bum you?
Alisdair, head down, further down, touch the floor.
I'm trying.
You say if we have the yoga next week, can we have less camera angles?
Yes.
Yeah, just
It's
the one
too
is
much.
fine.
It really is too much. I'm scared to look up half the time.
Let's just go right in the middle of mine.
His ass is on a different screen from my end.
My ass
so
is on a different
it's
level,
fine.
I tell you.
Alea, that was a good idea.
Yeah.
I really feel you need to work on like shoulders back and down, and then you do the.
I need to work on a
moves.
fucking lot. It's only day 5. I'm already in a better place. You tell how bad I was 5 days ago.
Right, who hasn't done words?
Rob.
It was Rob who is not underneath me.
He is underneath you on mine as well.
Yeah.
Oh, Paddy's underneath you. Mine.
Metaphorically, not.
Okay. Anyway, moving swiftly on. I'd say I'm stubborn, kind, and I don't really know what else. I don't know, thoughtful.
Stoic.
Yeah, actually, stubborn, kind, and stoic. That probably describes me quite well, actually. Who do I pass it on to? Nessa.
I haven't
She's done it.
3 pretend words.
Right, I'm going to go with Paddy.
I would say thumb.
I should have said yogurt.
Yeah, you're a yogurt. Playful, determined, and anxious, and thirsty.
Hungover would have worked too.
Yeah, hungover always works. It's pretty safe bet.
Go on, who next?
Who hasn't done it? I'm awful at keeping track.
Emily.
Vulgar. Emily.
And Joe.
Go. Joe's done it. Has she?
Yeah.
No.
And
No,
Joe
she just said less
Nikki.
camera angles.
Yeah.
That was 3 words.
Oh,
yeah.
Right, go.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, right. Okay. Upbeat, lively, and an economist.
Ding, ding, ding. Right in the end. That was
What
probably
kind
the
of word
hardest
is
one,
that?
to be fair.
Like, seriously. Right, Joe.
Fantastic. Impulsive. And then determined. Who else hasn't gone? Where's that?
Alisdair.
Alisdair?
No, Nikki hasn't been.
Nikki.
Alisdair, okay. I would say northern, positive, and thoughtful. I think.
You're definitely positive.
Most positive person I think I've met on Instagram.
Oh.
Even when you're being like feeling shit, you're positive about it by sharing it.
I'll try. Alice,
Have you finished your yoga, Alisdair?
No, not yet. Well, I think we're nearing the end.
Kind of confused because it doesn't look like you're doing yoga. It looks like you've bashed your knee and you're like, oh. You know.
Do you want my 3 words?
Yeah.
I think I'm flexible, slim, and athletic.
Can we add liar into that as well?
Hey, it's just how you see
Short.
yourself,
You
isn't
should
it?
definitely add short into that.
I think you should
Like
add talkative.
the camera adds £10 at least.
That's 3.
Fuck off.
Sorry.
Oh dear.
Really good timekeeper.
I'm trying to get. Yeah, I'm a really good timekeeper.
Right, Adrienne's our timekeeper tonight.
She is. Yeah,
If-
she doesn't
if
even
we-
know about it.
If we don't get our questions in this week, we can use them next week, can't we?
Yeah, of course. So, Rob, has there been any questions on Facebook tonight?
I will give you a rundown. We've had Sharon McLeod shout Ruby. Anyone get why that one? No. Okay, moving on. Rhiannon has said bend and snap, and I think that's in reference to whatever is happening right now. You're so diplomatic, Nikki. And then Danny Zeman has said yoga with Alisdair. And finally, Rhiannon has said change the fact that you apologise for everything, Nikki.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
You're under contract for that, aren't you, Nikki?
Sorry about that.
Can we just watch
Get
that?
that.
We apologise for everything. That's what happens, isn't it? That's like in a contract.
Yeah. I'm particularly fucking awful with it
then.
But
Cool. Well, thank
nothing
you.
Nothing else at the moment.
Thank you, viewers. Elena, did you said you had some questions come in?
I do have some questions. Do you want? Shall we do like the more light-hearted ones this week?
Yeah.
And then the more serious ones next week. Okay. I have who are your top JSA people to follow on Insta and why? I will ask Emily.
The wrong person to ask. No pressure. Yeah.
Sorry.
I don't know. Top 3.
You don't have to have 3. You can just give us 1.
That makes it even harder. I don't know. I like that. It's like the question earlier. I like too many different people for too many different reasons. I think there's not just like really one person.
Namaste.
Like, did that save me from answering the question?
Fine.
Sorry.
What about who else didn't answer something similar to that? Joe, who's your top people to follow on JSA and why?
I don't know, because I'm really bad with Instagram. I can never remember what people's Instagram handles are. I always
get out.
I'm hit or miss of whether I actually like look at stuff. And it depends what mood I'm in to what I enjoy seeing. Like sometimes I really take something from like somebody I might not even know, but like, yeah, I don't, the same as I don't have like kind of particular people I find inspiring. I have lots of things for lots of reasons which strike a chord to me at a particular time or place. So yeah, I'm gonna cop out of that one and not give any names because it would be too difficult for me.
I think that's a really difficult question because it's always going to alienate somebody. And I really liked Paul Greenland's response when there was like 10 people you follow. When he was like, basically, if I follow you, you inspire me. We're not going to go with the last bit, but of what he said in these top 3. But you either inspire me or you make me laugh. And I think if you're being followed by somebody, then that's enough of an inspiration. Is my 10 pennies worth from Paul.
Okay. I have more questions though.
Keep going.
Okay. Favorite exercise and least favorite exercise. Katie.
My favorite exercise is probably squats. No, hip thrusts, definitely hip thrusts. I know Emily likes hip thrusts as well. And my least favourite exercise,
Lunges.
well, I know I quite like a lunge, as you may have seen of late, on all the variants of lunges. I have a very, very like love-hate relationship with deadlifts. Like I either love or hate them. So probably those, or maybe I absolutely hate what are they called? Where you put the splits? Is it the split squats? Bulgarian split squats.
Bulgarians.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, why are
They're
they
the
so
worst.
hard?
I know.
They're
Horrible.
awful. I'm gonna ask Paddy this question.
Favorite would be deadlifts because you feel like a Superman. And then least favorite for me was Bulgarian split squats, definitely. Which probably means I need to do them more. But oh well. What about you, Rob? You're deadlifts as well, aren't you?
I am indeed. I love a deadlift. I actually hate burpees, but I've got to get over that fairly quickly. But I do hate burpees. It just seems unnecessary, to be fair. Like, just do one thing, like jump or do a push-up. Like, you don't need to do them together. It's just too much. Nikki.
I'm gonna sound a bit weird. I really like dead bugs and the variations of dead bugs. I think part of it is because you get to lie on the floor and it feels like it's less of an exercise because you're lying on the fucking floor. And I really hate step ups. I don't know why. I find them so fucking dull. I can't. I just hate the fuckers. Who hasn't answered? Nessa.
In a gym or like in a, with equipment, I think my favorite actually is the ski erg. I like a bit of a ski erg action. Every muscle in your body, works for me.
Anything with an erg at the end should be banned.
What's a ski erg? What?
They're like handles you pull down.
That is definitely been clipped.
You just want to
everyone going, yeah, but I actually forgot what it was.
Yeah, well done. That worked. My least favourite, again, in the gym would be the assault bike. Like, I'm allergic to that. But out of the gym, I'm in the anti-burpee clan. No, I'm out. I'll push that across to Elena in her dungeon.
Back to you, Elena, and then I guess we probably wrap it up, I think, and maybe come back with more questions for next week since we'll have some lined up.
Okay. I think my favourite is anything sort of glute focus. So I love a good hip thrust. I actually quite like the glute, what they call like the shuffles with the band and then you shuffle across. You look stupid, but it's quite good. And then my least favourite, which I absolutely hate, and I think it's because I've convinced myself it's the worst thing in the world, is plank up and downs. I absolutely hate them.
Burns.
Yeah, they're just stupid exercises.
Plank up and down.
You know, so you go from a high plank to a low plank and then back up again.
Oh, I love them.
You want me to demonstrate? Shall I
I call those
demonstrate?
commandos.
Alice is going to do one now. There we go. Drop your bum.
I
Yeah,
call
bum
them
down.
commandos because they
Bum
look like
down, there
soldiers
you
when
are.
they
Yeah.
crawl.
There you go.
Yeah.
Alistair, I hate bear crawls. Will you demonstrate that?
What?
I hate bear crawls. What? Do you
I
want to show
turn
everyone?
my bum off, though.
Do you want to show everyone
That
what the
must be
bear
the only
crawl?
reason you want me to do them, right?
Keep the bum off. We're fine.
There was
I hate handstands, but I don't know how to do them.
Yeah, that'd be a really good one to
I
demonstrate.
think you need to speak to a qualified coach because I've already broken the realm.
Lots of us said we didn't like burpees. Can you do 10 of them? to
I
just
think
show
we
us?
need a burpee demonstration, Alistair.
Minimum
Ah, fuck
10.
off.
Burpee into a bear crawl to an up-down plank.
Can you
Go.
jump in your room? Are you going to
Like
hit the head?
A full burpee, chest to floor.
Can we
Chest to
choose
floor.
one exercise?
Right, and then
do?
no, I'll do a burpee.
If it's not a proper burpee, you have to do it again.
That's
He can
not a
barely
burpee.
stand up in
Whoa,
that room.
whoa,
He
whoa,
can't jump.
whoa.
That's not a
Those
burpee.
feet need to be jumped to the hands.
Right,
That is
please.
not a
Get him.
burpee.
No, that's a bastard. That's not a burpee.
That's not how
No,
you get to the
burpee, you
floor.
jump your feet to your hands.
No, that's a bastard, not a burpee.
You don't crawl onto the floor to do a burpee.
I didn't crawl. That was.
Do it again. Do it again.
Again,
off.
that's my
Stand up
you lot.
straight.
Listen, I'm meant to be in fucking Zen because I've just done fucking yoga. Now you get me doing cardio.
Oh, this is fucking great.
So next week's podcast will be 40 minutes of Alisdair doing cardio.
What, 40 minutes
If
about
everyone can send their exercise suggestions in to Alisdair for his workout
Yeah.
next Saturday.
Yes, we can do it as a live stream on the Facebook. People can
You never
see
know
it.
if it gets the views in the first couple of days, I might do something. Fucking hell, what the fuck do I line myself up for sometimes?
I think we need like 4 camera angles next time though, because 3 isn't enough.
Maybe a bird's eye.
Yeah.
Okay. If anybody wants to sponsor the podcast for the increase in equipment that I've now got to buy, you're more than welcome. Canon, Sony, Apple, yes, if you're listening. Right, I think we're wrapped up. I'm going to keep the question boxes going for you, for more viewers to throw in more stuff. And I hope you've enjoyed yoga with Alisdair. So we will speak to you all next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I managed to just stop the stream and not end the call. So we're learning. I've done prep. I've not killed the call.
We're still recording.
Still recording.
Man. This is like the art bit.
It's Alisdair, yeah? Make sure you fucking like this, share it. Not a charity. Down £9 a month because you bastards. So get this out there. Get this on the stories. And if you enjoyed it, if you haven't hit like, you like already. If you haven't hit share, hit share. There you go.